the AV-8 Flyboy Bronze limited edition. AV-8, a new microbrew brand that I've reviewed here, is going for the grandstands with a exotic material, big bronze watch at 45 millimeters. Quite an interesting material choice, which really probably goes back to the Panerai 382 introduced in 2011. Aging not so well in my opinion. Still, as you guys may remember with my recent visit to Anscott Finlayson, I'm not against bronze washes, and some things I really do like about the material just from a character standpoint. I love, for example, the big bold crown with the AV-8 signature target on there. I'm also impressed with just the large pilot style approach here. This is really AV-8's big pilot, and that is something that I'm glad to see come through, and the choice of bronze is definitely appropriately bold with the large 45 millimeter size and 11 millimeters of thickness. It's also done with quality materials. You have a dial with applied indices and nice choice tastes of red and green. Very complementary colors, very nice look. You have a single dome sapphire crystal with AR coating on the inside, which has a very clean, modern appearance in spite of the fact that this is obviously throwback. It's definitely a unique design and a unique take on the big pilot, and I have to give AV-8 credit for that. I'm not a fan of every detail though, especially a few months later. One thing that stands out to me for sure is the tiny date aperture, and honestly the fact that this watch is an automatic. See, the thing is the big pilot style really is one that was originally hand winding, and this big thick case would take a big movement really easily, and so for me to have this beautiful crown and not really have an opportunity to wind it is something that I think is a little bit out of character. But I think there's actually something worse than just the fact that this is an automatic going on, which is a real problem. Yikes, what the hell was that? Well, if you can get over the microphone noise, what you're hearing is the rotor of the movement actually hitting the caseback, a manufacturing error, which I immediately informed AV-8 about when I received this watch, which they sent to me for review. And they did inform me that they fixed it in their further production models, although this was a production model. For me, this has really spoiled the fun of this watch. I think that even with a microbrew watch, something like rotor noise from hitting the caseback is unacceptable. Quality level at a watch that's coming in at about $800 is critical. Considering this is a halo watch for AV-8 and they even describe it as one that shows their commitment to watchmaking, I hope that the build quality has been improved seriously. For half the price, there are watches that I'd say have just as much character and a similar kind of offbeat style in the Seiko Alpinist that you could expect much better quality, and it has a better movement too. So it's hard for me not to maybe recommend going more mainstream with Seiko. After all, even in some of their more basic and cheap watches, they execute the actual build quality at a very high level. Let me know what your thoughts are about these boutique small batch watches, and if you think that the distinctive appeal that they might bring to fairly idiot savant collectors like myself are ones that need that type of rigid excellence that I am holding them to, or are my expectations just unrealistic? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, thanks a lot for watching.